Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, a look at the headlines. Electioneering for May 10th Soyong poll gains momentum. UDP candidate Sinchar Kupar Roy Lingdo Thaba files nomination papers. MDA 2 partners to meet shortly to discuss roster system, informs State Minister A.L. Hek. UDP Chief Medba Lingdo takes up roster issue with Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. Mining of asteroid not to take place immediately, says ISRO Chief Somanath S. And the G20 delegates from Russia, Germany and Netherlands take a break and try their hands in golf at the Shillong Golf Course. And now the news in detail. As India swelters under heat wave, Meghalaya Education Department has ordered for closure of education institutions in parts of Garo Hills in view of the same. Informing this, Minister in charge Rakam Sangma said that the worst affected is the West Garo Hills district and advisories have been issued to the educational institutions to close down both of West Garo Hills and South Garo Hills district.
Because the mostly affected is as of now is West Garo Hills, mostly on the plant belt. There's certain reason where the heat not much impacted. So this is only from the West Garo Hills. So I think South Garo Hills also have given some advisory for the head of the institution. But if need be, will decide based on the improvement of the situation. I think we'll take a call. So, and also would like to urge all the parents or the heads of the institution to take care of the pupils and the whole environment of the institutions.
Electioneering for Soyong constituency scheduled for May 10th has gained momentum with the filing of nominations by United Democratic Party candidate Sinchar Kupar Roy Lingdo Thaba on Tuesday. Thaba was accompanied by UDP President Medba Lingdo besides his supporters. The election to the Soyong Assembly constituency adjourned following the sudden demise of UDP candidate and former Home Minister HDR Lingdo ahead of the polls. Later, talking to reporters, the UDP candidate said that the death of HDR Lingdo was a great loss to the family, to the party and to the state. He assured that he would continue to work for the people of the constituency following the legacy of the former Home Minister.
The people of Soyong constituency are praying every day and wants to produce lawmaker, not just legislator. Legislator who will speak in the assembly, legislator who will voice out the people's pain and grief. The youth are angry. People are watching. I'm being watched as I speak. Serious bills and subjects are being moved in the assembly like the last session. We need intellectuals to speak and debate.
BJP Minister Alexander Lalu Hek on Tuesday informed that Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma is expected to convene a meeting of the MDA 2 partners in the coming week to discuss the roster system and other issues. Talking to reporters, Hek said that he had personally met the Chief Minister yesterday to discuss this matter. The minister said that the roster system should be implemented prospectively. Meanwhile, United Democratic Party Chief Medba Lingdo today said that he met the Chief Minister to discuss on the issue pertaining to the state reservation policy and the roster system and emphasized that discussion should be held in the interest of all communities in the state.
Yesterday only I have discussed with the Honorable CM. He said that immediately by this coming week he will call the MDA meeting to discuss on the roster and other things also which is required for the MDA 2 government. Should be perspective. That is my personal opinion.
This is a very, very sensitive and very delicate, issue. That's why we need a very, very detailed discussion with those who are the stakeholders in the government, and where we will place our points and give our suggestions accordingly.
Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO Chief Somanath S. has said that mining of asteroid is unlikely to take place immediately, but everyone is talking about it since there is potential in it. Addressing a press conference after the conclusion of the precursor meeting of the G20 Space Economy Leaders meeting in Shillong on Monday, Somanath said that to conduct mining of asteroid, the government has to transport huge machinery to that place. He said that after the first man landed on the moon, for the next 50 years, no one went there. But today, there is a renewed interest to go to the moon because of lesser costs.
A popular destination for space. Today, we know space is not only being done as an interest for high technology, but it also brings benefit to the public, the common good, and we are currently deriving in India very much. There is also an increasing awareness everywhere that it's not only for certain applications of the government and administration, but it also brings in business and opportunities for startups and industries in the sector.
Shakil P. Ahmed, the Principal Secretary to the State Government, has informed that the Northeast Space Application Centre, NESAC, has been helping the State Government in the field of agriculture, sericulture, among other things. Speaking to reporters after the conclusion of the precursor event of the G20 Space Economy Leaders meeting on Monday in Shillong, Ahmed said that the government is planning to seek help from NESAC to expand Boro paddy cultivation in an extensive way. He further said that the government would seek NESAC's help while executing Shillong traffic decongestion plan.
More investment in the sectors which can bring in more employment for the people of Meghalaya, and far more collaboration beyond the 28 projects which we are doing with NESAC in various sectors, from agriculture, water, afforestation, even for Shillong traffic decongestion. We are using the NESAC. They're supporting us in identifying the places which are possible expansion of parking areas and widening of roads. These kind of things would really project the destination. And again, we hope that this would lead into far more investment, far more visitation, and positioning Shillong as a prime destination of beauty, nature's bounty, and the destination you will never forget.
The High Court of Meghalaya has directed the Jowai Municipal to disclose the schedule for garbage collection by way of an affidavit. Hearing a PIL filed by Sinjuk Kiwa Hechnong Jowai on Monday, the High Court said that both the Jowai municipality and the state government appear to be rather indifferent to the plight of the residents in Jowai despite previous observations. According to the court, the schedule will have to indicate the localities where the trucks are assigned, the registration number of the trucks, and the duration that the trucks remain for collection of garbage at various localities. The delegations from Russia, Germany and the Netherlands who came to take part in the precursor meeting of the G20 Space Economy Leaders meeting in Shillong today took a break from their busy schedule to enjoy a round of golf at the beautiful Shillong Golf Course. Shillong Golfers Association President and BJP Minister Alexander Laluhek, along with former IAS officer Hector Marwen and others, accompanied the three delegates and also taught them the basic skill of playing golf. The delegates from Russia also inaugurated the LED solar light which were newly installed along the Shillong Golf Course. And now here is the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 28.9 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 23.1 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 50%, while in the evening it stood at 27%. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. And before we conclude, a look at the headlines once again. Electioneering for May 10th Soyong poll gains momentum. UDP candidate Sinshar Kupar Roy Lingdot Thaba files nomination papers. MDA2 partners to meet shortly to discuss a roster system, informs State Minister A.L. Hek. UDP Chief Medba Lyngdoh takes up roster issue with Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. Mining of asteroid not to take place immediately, says ISRO Chief Somanath S. And G20 delegates from Russia, Germany and the Netherlands take a break and try their hands in golf at the Shillong Golf Course. And that's a wrap of today's edition of the news. Thank you very much for joining us, and from all of us here, it's wishing you good night.